Good morning, students. Today we are going to start a new chapter, chapter number 2 from the book Snapshot, and the name of the chapter is The Address, written by Margot Minko. Now, this chapter is actually about a daughter, about a woman who had lost her mother during the war, and maybe it was First or Second World War, and during that war she lost her mother. And this is a very touchy, this is a very, you can say, poignant story. This is a very moving and touching story about the relationship of a daughter with her mother, and how she had to go through a lot of sufferings because she had lost a lot of things during the war, and she could not get all those things back after the war. I am reading from the very first line of the book, of the chapter. This is page number 10. What we are told here is this short story is a poignant account. Please underline this word poignant. Poignant here means it is a touching story of a daughter who goes in search of her mother's belongings after the war in Holland. What actually happened in Holland? There was a war that was going on, and after the war, a woman wanted to go back to her house, to her native place, and she wanted to get her belongings, her mother's belongings. Mother's belongings means the things which were related to her mother, maybe her furniture, maybe her clothes, and different things. So she wanted to get those belongings back after the war, and she went to Holland. And when she finds them, the objects evoke memories. Please underline this word evoke, evoke. Evoke here means arouse. It actually brought a lot of memories back to her mind of her earlier life. Means when she went to that place, what kind of feelings she had, what kind of emotions were aroused by those surroundings. This is written by Margot Minko in this chapter, The Address. However, she decides to leave them all behind and resolves to move on. Means she decided that she had no relationship with all those things now because of some reasons, because she had lost her mother. That is why she resolves. Please underline this word also, resolve. Resolve means she decided. She was determined to move on. She wanted to leave all things behind, and she wanted to move with her life, because she had lost her mother. Now I am going to read the chapter from the first line. This is actually a narration. So this is a narrative. Do you still know me? I asked. Means I here. Who is I? I is the narrator. Means the narrator is that woman, that girl or that daughter who wanted to go back to her mother's place again, and she wanted to get her mother's belongings back. अपनी मदर की चीज़ें जो कि छोड़ दी थी ड्यूरिंग द वॉर, जो उनको छोड़नी पड़ी, शी wanted to get those things back by going back to her native place. So when she reached there, why this chapter is given the title, the caption is The Address. Why this is called as The Address? Because this is about an address, because this address was the address of that woman where they had kept all the things. So she went to the address and she asked, do you still know me? The woman looked at me searchingly. She opened the door a chink. I came closer and stood on the step. Means she went to that address, and when a little bit, there is a word chink, when the door was a little bit opened, a narrow opening was there, and the woman said, I came closer and stood on the step. No, I don't know you. Means the narrator asked whether she, you can say, was recognized by the lady or not, and the lady replied, no, she did not know her. I am Mrs. S's daughter. And she replied, the narrator had gone to the address. When the door was a little bit opened, she asked whether she was recognized by the woman, but the woman who was inside the house, she replied that she could not recognize her and she did not know her. And then the introduction was given by the daughter again, and she said, I am Mrs. S's daughter. Mrs. S was the woman, was the mother of the narrator. And she replied that she gave her introduction, and she told that she was Mrs. S's daughter. She held her hand on the door as though she wanted to prevent it opening any further. And this is the cunningness, this is the bitter attitude that was shown by that woman who was inside the house. She did not want to open the door and she was trying to hold it firmly, जैसे वो दरवाज़ा खोलना नहीं चाहती है, and she had prevented the door to get opened. Her face gave absolutely no sign of recognition, means she was not showing any expression on her face. She was pretending as though she did not know that girl. She kept staring at me in silence, and she was staring at her. Perhaps I was mistaken, I thought. Means the narrator now had doubt because she had never come to the address before. So she thought that maybe she would have come to the wrong address. Perhaps it is not her, and maybe the woman who was speaking from inside the room, inside the house, maybe she was not that woman. And I had seen her only because they had met only once in their life, fleetingly. What is the meaning of fleeting here? For short time, means for very short time they had a very short meeting, and that was years ago. It was almost probable, means it was probably, you can say, could happen, that it was most probably that I had rung the wrong bell, means maybe she had doubts that maybe she had come to the wrong address, and it was not the address that was given by her mother. She was wearing my mother's green knitted cardigan, but now she actually found something dicey. She found something doubtful. And what was that? She found that her mother's, means the girl, the narrator who had come to search her mother's things, when she actually noticed that her mother's cardigan was worn by that lady. Cardigan means that sweater. The wooden buttons were rather pale from washing, and she also noticed that the buttons of which were made up of wood, they were very pale, means they were discolored because they were washed, they were overused, क्योंकि बहुत ज़्यादा पहना है उस स्वेटर को, and it was washed a lot of times. That is why the color of the wooden buttons, it was pale, it was faded. She saw that I was looking at the cardigan and half hid herself again behind the door. But when that lady noticed that the girl, that narrator, she was noticing, she was staring hard at her cardigan that was worn by her, she again wanted to hide herself, and she tried to hide herself behind the door. She did not want to show that cardigan. But I knew now that I was right. But now she knew, means the narrator was confident that she had rung the correct bell and she had come to the correct address. This was not the wrong address. This was the same address that was given by her mother. That is Mrs. S. Well, you knew my mother, I asked. And then I asked, you knew my mother or not? Have you come back? Said the woman. I thought that no one had come back. Now this sentence shows the treachery, this shows the cruelty of the human beings, because she thought that nobody after the war was supposed to come back, because she thought that all the people after the war or during the war, they died, and she never had this idea in mind that anybody after the war would come back to that address. And she asked, have you come back? Means this is really surprising that the girl had come back after the war and she was still had her survival. I thought that no one had come back, means she thought, she supposed, she expected that nobody would come back after the war. But she replied, the narrator said, only me. Only me means that she had lost her mother. Only she was surviving and she had come back. She had lost her mother during the war. Her mother was no more. That is, Mrs. S was no more. A door opened and closed in the passage behind her, and then she noticed that there was another door that was closed and it was opened a little bit. A musty smell emerged, and she found that a lot of bad smell was coming. A musty here means a damp, damp, damp smell. A very bad smell of moisture was coming out of the rooms. I regret I cannot do anything for you. But the woman was not ready to speak to that girl, and she said that she regret means she was feeling sorry that she could not treat her because she was busy and she couldn't do anything for the narrator. I have come here especially on the train. I wanted to talk to you for a moment, but the narrator again insisted. She said that she had specially come to see her and she wanted to meet her, and she should be given some time by the lady, by the owner of the house. It is not convenient for me now, said the woman. I cannot see you another time. But the lady that whose name is not told till now, but her name is Mrs. Darling. So that lady, that Mrs. Darling, she was not ready to listen to the narrator, and she said that it was not the convenient time to meet her and she was quite busy and the narrator could come some other time. She nodded. What is the meaning of nodded? Nodded here means when you move your head to say yes or no. When you want to agree for something or you want to show your disagreement, you nod your head. सिर को हिलाने को बोलते हैं nodded. So she nodded and cautiously closed the door as though no one inside the house should be disturbed. And very quietly, very silently, very cautiously, very carefully, the lady of the house, she closed the door, and she did not want that the other members of the family should come to know that there was a girl outside at the door. I stood where I was on the step. So the narrator stood there at the step only, and the curtain in front of the bay window moved, and she noticed that there was a window and there was somebody inside the room, and maybe somebody was trying to see through the bay window through the curtains, because the curtains moved. Someone stared at me and would then have asked what I wanted. Oh, nothing, the woman would have said. It was nothing. Means somebody was there inside, and that girl or that boy, whoever was there inside, he or she asked the lady of the house, Mrs. Darling was asked that was there anybody on at the door, and she said that there was nobody and nothing was it. I looked at the nameplate again, means she was going out of the house, and she turned back and she again read the nameplate that was hanging outside the door, and what was written there? Darling, it said. Means it was the house of Mrs. Darling. That was the nameplate in black letters on white enamel, means on white colored plate in black ink. This name was written. And on the jamb, what is the meaning of jamb here? The side piece of a door, means at the side window a bit higher, the number 46 was also written, means number 46 and Mrs. Darling. This was written on the nameplate. As I walked slowly back to the station, I thought about my mother, who had given me the address years ago. Now she was going back from the house because the lady did not want to speak to her, did not want to recognize her, and the girl, the narrator, the Mrs. S's daughter, she was going back away from the address that was given by her mother some years ago. Some years ago during the war, she was given this address by Mrs. S, by her mother. It had been in the first half of the war. I was home for a few days and it struck me immediately that something or other about the rooms had changed. Means now she started thinking about some years ago during the war what actually happened. This lady, this girl, Mrs. S's daughter, the narrator, she had come back from her college, from her studies, and she had holidays and she wanted to spend these holidays with her mother. And when she had come, her mother had told her, means she noticed, this girl noticed that some of the things inside the house, they were missing. Because when you go to your room, if there is a table that is missed, or maybe if there is a chair that is not been found, so you would get very, you can say, cautious, very careful, and you would stare at the things. You would very easily, you can say, recognize that there was something lying here and this space is empty. In the same way, this girl found that there were some changes in her room because some of the things were missing. I missed various things and she noticed that there were some of the things which were not there inside her house. और ये कब की बात है? When her mother was alive some years ago, during or maybe before the war. My mother was surprised. I should have noticed so quickly. Means mother was surprised that she did not think, she was not expecting that her girl would notice all these things very easily and very quickly. Then she told me about Mrs. Darling. And then for the first time she heard the name Mrs. Darling. This is the name of that lady, Mrs. Darling. And then her mother told her something about her friend Mrs. Darling. I had never heard of her, but apparently she was an old acquaintance of my mother. Means she was her old acquaintance. Acquaintance क्या होता है? जान पहचान वाला. Means somebody known to you. So now, for the first time during the war or maybe before the war, she heard this name which was called by her mother. Her mother for the first time told her that there was a lady whose name was Mrs. Darling and she was an old acquaintance, means she was an old friend of Mrs. S, of her mother's, whom she had not seen for years. Means they were not in contact for years, but during the war somehow or maybe before the war they came in contact with each other. She had suddenly turned up and renewed their contact. Means somehow they, what is the meaning of turned up? Turned up means she came unexpectedly, she came back. Means that Mrs. Darling, she came back in Mrs. S's life. They came in contact with each other and since then she had come regularly. After that they were regularly being visited by Mrs. Darling. Mrs. Darling was visiting their house again and again. Every time she leaves here, she takes something home with her, said my mother. And her mother told her that whenever this lady, whose name was Mrs. Darling, whenever she was coming, she was taking a lot of things with her. Why? She took all the tablespoons in single go. Means all the tablespoons were all the table silver. Table silver means all the cutlery, all the spoons, all the forks which were made up of silver. They were taken by this lady, Mrs. Darling. And then the antique plates. Then she was taking the antique plates also, that was which were hanging on the walls. She had trouble lugging those large vases also. Means large vases. Vases means, you can say, the big, you can say, big vases where you would put your flowers in. And I am worried. She got a crick in her back from the crockery, and she also was taking a lot of heavy things with her, and she got a crick also. Who is she here? She means Mrs. Darling. Means Mrs. Darling was visiting the house of Mrs. S, and whenever she was coming, she was carrying a lot of things from their house. Like she had taken the table silver spoons or other things also. She had taken antique plates also. She had taken large vases also, जिसको गमला बोला जाता है, and a lot of things which were taken by her in a single go, in a single attempt. And I am worried she got a crick in her back. Got a crick here means she had stiffness, जिसको हम बोलते हैं नस चढ़ना, or maybe she had a cramp, cramp. So she had a cramp in her back from the crockery, because the crockery was so heavy, because it was so heavy. But still that lady, Mrs. Darling, tried to take a lot of things to her house. My mother shook her head pityingly. Pityingly means with a lot of pity, with a lot of sympathy. She said, I would never have dared ask her. She suggested it to me herself. She even insisted. She wanted to save all my nice things. If we have to leave here, we shall lose everything, she says. Now, what is the meaning of these lines? What is the meaning? Now, Now we will understand that why all the belongings of Mrs. S were taken away by Mrs. Darling to her house, because Mrs. Darling wanted to show her sympathy. She was showing her compassion and love for for Mrs. S, and Mrs. Darling was trying to she wanted to say that she did not want that Mrs. S and her daughter should lose all their belongings, all their things during the war. So Mrs. Darling gave a kind of suggestion that because it was the time of the war, so she wanted that all the things should be taken by Mrs. Darling to a safer place, and Mrs. Darling's house was a safe place, and she was taking all the belongings of Mrs. S, and after the war all these things could be taken back by Mrs. S. So that is why she said, I would have never dared ask her. What is the meaning of this line? Now, when Mrs. Darling gave a suggestion that she wanted to take all her belongings to a safe place, to her house, because during the war maybe they would be required to leave the place without taking all those belongings, and she could lose all these things back, क्योंकि वो सारा सामान लेकर के एक जगह से दूसरी जगह नहीं जा सकते, तो यहाँ पर बहुत ज़्यादा चांसेस हैं दैट दे वुड लूज देयर बिलोंगिंग्स, वो अपने सारी की सारी चीज़ें खो देंगे. दैट इज़ वाई ऑल दीज थिंग्स वर टेकन before the war by Mrs. Darling to her house, and after the war all these things could be returned, could be taken away by Mrs. S when it would be safe. That is why she said she suggested it to herself. She even means this was suggested by Mrs. Darling only. Mrs. Darling actually suggested that all these things should be taken by her to a safe place, to her house. She wanted to save all my nice things. Means she here means Mrs. Darling wanted to save the things of Mrs. S, and if we have to leave here we shall lose everything, because it was always you can say a kind of worry for them. Means they were worried that if this kind of circumstance would have to be faced by them in their future, if they would have to leave the place, then they would lose everything, because they could not take all that furniture, cutlery, their clothes with them, because it was the time of the war. Have you agreed with her that she should keep everything? I asked. And who is I here? The narrator. The daughter of Mrs. S. She asked her mother. So, have you agreed means, did you really agree when all these suggestions were given by Mrs. Darling? As if that is necessary, my mother cried. But mother said that she had no other option, and it would simply be an insult to talk like that. Means if she would have showed any kind of doubt and suspicion on Mrs. Darling, it would have been her insult. And think about the risk she is running, and look at the risk she was taking, because this was not an easy task. Mrs. Darling was taking a lot of things herself, and she was carrying like a coolie. She was carrying all those things to her house, and she was taking a lot of, you can say, she was facing a lot of problem and troubles for the sake of Mrs. S, and this would be taken as insult by Mrs. Darling if Mrs. S would have refused to take her help. And think about the risk she was running. Each time she goes out of the door with a full suitcase or bag, means every time whenever Mrs. Darling was coming to have a visit of Mrs. S's house, she was taking Mrs. Darling was taking a lot of things and full suitcase, full bags with her, and she was carrying all these things to her house. My mother seemed to notice that I was not entirely convinced. Means her mother noticed that the narrator was not happy. She was not convinced with all these things. She looked at me reprovingly. Please underline this word. Reprovingly means angrily, means in a rebuking manner. REBUKING. Rebuking means she wanted to snub me. She wanted to scold me. वो घूर करके देखती है उसको, because she was not happy with the way she was behaving, means the way narrator was behaving. And after that we spoke no more about it. After that they did not have any chat on this, they did not want to discuss this matter again and again. Meanwhile, I had arrived at the station without having paid much attention to things on the way. Means now we came back to the present time. After the war, she had visited Mrs. Dorling's house, and Mrs. Dorling refused to meet her, and she also did not want to recognize her. Now, the lady, this girl, Mrs. S's daughter, this narrator, she was going back to the station because the address which was given by her, that was wrong, and that is why she did not want to go back. Meanwhile, what actually happened?